I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood stop it. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could take.
Hello, beauties. Happy Friday. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Friday. I missed you guys. Hey, Victoria. Hey, Revival. Hey, Rianne. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, I Hate Peas. Hey, Care Bear. Hey, Julie A. Tinkerbell's mom. Anna. Rosie B. Lanky. Julie. It's so good to see you guys. Juliet. Nikki. How are you, sweetheart? Chris 10K. How are you? Hey, Peg. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys had a really good Friday. Hey, Freedom Believer. Welcome to the Glam Fam. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Hey, wait a minute. Flissy UK. How are you? Thank you for being here. Thank you guys all for being here. Hey, Jess. I'm so excited to have you guys here. I've missed you guys. Hey, Science Girl. I don't know if you're still in here, but hey. Hey, Darlene. Let me see here. Going down, strolling down. Hey, Phoenix. How are you? Hey, Nancy. Hey, Teaya. Wow. Okay. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hey, Anna. Okay. So it feels like I haven't been live in forever. Okay. But I have been. It's just, I have to do an update live tomorrow because I really do want to talk about Jolisa Fuentes. And I did a video about her when she was first missing. And hey, Mercedes girl. Hey, Aurora. Oh, thanks, Science Girl. It's good to see you here. Hey, 80s girl. So I did a video about Jolisa when she was first missing, and I was hoping that she would be found safe, but unfortunately she wasn't. So I'm going to be doing an update video about her tomorrow, but I didn't want to do 2 lives in one day. So here we are. So, hey, Kay. I like your name. Kay McDutch Master. I like that. Hold on 1 second, you guys. I gotta fix something. Sorry, can't tag. That's okay, babe. So what did everybody do today? Did you guys all have a good day? So I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys for a little bit, just to say a few things and to go, talk about the Trashy Life coach. I think that's necessary. First of all, I want to say this. If any of you have seen the recent video by, what is her name? I don't even, that's how relevant she is to me. I don't even know her name. Shoot, I have to look it up. Hold on. What the heck is her name? I don't know. But anyway, She did a video about me. Her name is Mallory. I think I can't remember, but if you want to see my response, the science girl invited me on her panel because she has talked mess about the science girl too. So make sure you go check that out. Um, you'll find it. I will put that video in my description. Okay. So you guys can check it out. But I can't remember her name. So you'll see it in the description. Yes, House of Williams. Okay. That's it. Yes. The science girl and I did a video together, kind of addressing some of the things that she said. So I will put that particular video in the description below so you guys can check it out. Okay. Did you watch that, Care Bear? Worked most of the day and then did some fun painting on pumpkins this evening. That sounds so fun. I got to do that. And yes, oh, thank you, science girl. I appreciate that. Hold on, let me go up. Thank you guys. Thank you for saying that. Don't go to her channel though. Don't do that. Go to Science Girl's channel and watch the response. Okay. So one thing that I wanted to address really quickly before I get into just talking about this, because I do feel it's important to talk about. A lot of people have, messaged me for their own personal reasons. Some, some miss my commentary on Without a Crystal Ball. Some look at it like, even though recently Megamouth may have just recently stopped talking about me, but let's always remember that she talked about me for no reason at all. She trashed me for no reason at all. And when she did that for weeks. Okay. Trashing me, trashing my name. Okay. She doxed my moderator, put my moderator's house as a thumbnail. She did all that shit. Okay. So here's the thing. Without a Crystal Ball, of course, I'm going to still do commentary Without a Crystal Ball. She's problematic and nothing has changed with that, right? So, of course, I'm still going to do commentary about specifically her. However, I do genuinely feel like Megamouth is worse. That's my opinion. And it's because of my experience with her. So, therefore, she's worse to me. This woman spent weeks bashing my name for one reason and one reason only. And that's because I simply said a report was real. She bashed my name. She lied on me, pretty much tried to accuse me of stealing. Okay. She did a lot of fucking shit. Okay. And she still continues to do so. If she would have kept my name out of her mouth and kept it moving, maybe I wouldn't be talking about her right now. I doubt it, but I probably wouldn't be. I would have did my own thing. She would have went her own way. But that's not what she chose to do. She's the one who chose to start bashing me and bashing my name. So therefore, I'm going to continue to do commentary on her. Okay? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. I'm going to continue to do commentary on her as long as she is problematic. Period. And if anybody has a problem with that, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. Okay? This is a commentary channel. If she hadn't have opened her mouth and trashed my name for no reason, then maybe I still wouldn't be talking about her, like I said. But now it's all fair game. You don't lie on people, you don't trash people and bash their name for no reason or simply just because they chose to tell the truth. You don't do that. So therefore, this is a commentary channel and I'm going to turn her problematic fucking behavior into content. The same thing that she does, except for I talk about problematic people. Okay. Megamouth turns tragedies into content. Okay. She's a tragedy pimp. She turns tragedy into content. She turns victims into content. That's not me. That's not what we do over here because we know damn well Megamouth is not a victim. So hopefully we're clear on that. And it doesn't have anything to do with obsession. Miss me with all that bullshit. This is YouTube. Okay. This is YouTube. And I would be a 100% total hypocrite if I got mad if people did commentary on me. I do commentary on people. So how am I going to get mad if people do commentary on me? But what I will say is is that I never did anything to that woman, nothing to her, for her to continue for weeks to trash my name, talk about my moderators, dox my moderator, all of that bullshit. She didn't have to go there, and she did. So now she's my commentary. So, wait, you mean you don't have to have a whole panel for backup? No, freedom believer. No, I don't have to have a whole panel for backup. I can stand very, very firm on my own. So I get what you mean, though. Some people do. Some people do. Some people don't. And there's nothing wrong with having people on your panel, but I feel like when you're talking to somebody and, if you're going at somebody or you're having a conversation with somebody, not a lot of people have to be on panel for that, right? Hey, Valentina. Hey, Earthling. Hey, Beth. Hey, Barnyard. It's good to see you. Hey, Heather. Just scrolling up, making sure I didn't miss anybody. I like to say hi. Y'all's Nana's not drunk. How are you, sweetheart? It's good to see you. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Terry. Hey, Anna. Hey, Queen Tulsa. It's good to see you. That girl James, it's good to see you as well. It's good to see all of you guys here. I'm so happy you guys are here. Okay. So obviously recently what we've all seen, which I feel like this is just the reason why people continuously do commentary on this woman, because she's a horrible person. Okay. And I am not going to sit here and say that Robin is 100% innocent here, and we'll get into that. But what I will say is, no matter what, she didn't deserve to be treated the way she was treated last night. And we all seen the way that she was treated, how everybody has to be on panel to attack her, all of that kind of stuff. And she didn't deserve it. It was actually very, very sad to watch. And technically, she's an employee, and that's not something that you do to an employee. You're not going to just put an employee or a former employee. That is definitely something that could have been handled behind the scenes. A lot of the things that Megamouth does could be handled behind the scenes, but it's not content. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not benefiting her to handle things behind the scenes. So she has to turn it into content, right? It's always someone that's her content. Exactly, freedom believer. Exactly. So I'm going to pull this up, and I just want you guys to see that because I have some couple things to say about this. And then I'm going to just get you guys' opinion and tell you guys how I feel about some stuff, because this is just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But it's also, there's a lesson to be learned here. And I think it's important for us to talk about that. So 1 second here. Okay, first off, what I wanted to tell you guys is I'm not going to share the video. I'm just going to share the audio, and I want you guys to, I might share the whole video. We'll see how that works out. But I wanted you guys to listen to this. So this channel is an awesome channel, and I was really glad that I ran into this channel. It's called Deets on the Streets. And I am going to put, obviously, I always put any channel that I talk about or use for commentary purposes. I always let you guys know who that channel is. Please make sure you subscribe. It'll be in the description, okay? But this pretty much covers it. I'm not going to go. I don't even think that Megamouth even has that video up anymore, which if I was her, I wouldn't have that video up either. You know, she's bullying the hell out of this woman. So I'm going to, hold on, play this really quick. Let me make sure that I get to that certain part. Hold on. Okay. This is obviously under fair use commentary, and I am going to do some commentary on this particular video. So let's listen to it. I'm sure most of you guys have seen this, but I didn't see the whole thing. So, and this channel is awesome. So let's just roll that beautiful beam footage. Okay.
Trust you at all. I don't. I think you're a snake. I think you're sneaky.
I'm a snake. I'm a snake.
I believe that you are.
And
some people might not think that you are, but I believe you are. I know I can't trust you. And I got a little piece of that when you said that, when you went to that other chat a couple months ago and said, I'm going to get Marissa.
Can you guys hear this okay? Let me know if you can hear this okay. I heard the Megamouth and Robin fell out. It took longer than I thought. Robin is sneaky, needy, manipulating creep, and she never could keep her top on. Are you talking about Robin or Megamouth? Why did you hire a snake? So you guys can hear this okay? Okay, just making sure. You guys don't need to see the audio, really. I'm probably going to speed it up too for commentary purposes, but let's continue with this. Let me speed this up to just 1.25. Okay.
And aging for that Disability Act.
I didn't say I was going to get anything. I said I could get her.
Hold on. Let's rewind this a little bit from the beginning. I need to start over again.
You at all? I don't. I think you're a snake. I think you're sneaky.
I'm a snake. I'm a snake.
I believe that you are.
And
some people might not think that you are, but I believe you are. I know I can't trust you. And I got a little piece of that when you said that, when you went to that other chat a couple months ago and said, I'm going to get Marissa and aging for that Disability Act.
I didn't say.
Now, keep in mind here that this is a woman who is technically an employee for Megamouth. Okay, she's an employee. So that means, obviously, you guys know what that means. She's an employee. And here you are degrading this woman on your panel, yelling at her, talking about disability, which has nothing to do with the topic at hand, which the topic is at hand is that you think she's sneaky. Okay, so why is it that you couldn't talk about this behind the scenes? Okay, it just shows you the type of human being she is. To even bring up disability, what the hell does disability have to do with you don't trust her? Okay. And the fact that you're sitting here calling her a snake, well, ain't that the pot that, oh my Lord Jesus, you are the biggest snake here on YouTube. Okay. You slither your way around everyone. Okay. You try to ruin people's lives, acting like some damn life coach, when let me tell you something. In order to be a good life coach, or to even be considered as a life coach, I don't look at you as a life coach. I would never take advice from somebody like you. But in order to be considered as a life coach, you actually have to have a good life yourself. And having a good life does not require you living through your husband, and it doesn't require you sitting here talking about buying Gucci bags. That's not what makes your life good. What makes your life good is being filled with love and laughter, not freaking thriving off of the misery of others. Okay, so let's continue.
I was going to get anything. I said I could get her for the Disabilities Act if I wanted to, because you do things sometimes that are mean.
No,
and yes, dear sweet Robin, you can definitely get her for the Disabilities Act even now, because what she's doing is okay, let's just say you work for me, or let's just say you're one of even my moderators. Okay. And let's just say I pay you to be a moderator or something like that. And I don't want anything to do with you anymore, or because I listened to what somebody else told me. and then I invite you on panel and degrade you and bash you and yell at you and talk about things in your personal life, things that you confided in me. Let's just say I was to do something like that. Well, then that other person has a case, especially if they're on disability. And the fact that she was discriminated against, which Robin was discriminated against, saying that she couldn't do what Megamouth wanted her to do. Okay. Because she has a walker. And a walker does not necessarily mean you can't walk. It just means that you need help getting around, right? So she does have a case, and she could definitely talk to somebody and even get help getting an attorney, because this is not the way you handle a former employee. Okay. If you're working somewhere, like I worked at GM for almost 10 years. If I was to get fired, they're not going to, that's like my manager coming up to me and just firing me in front of everybody and just saying, you're a horrible person. And this person came to work and told me that you put the wrong part on this car. You're fired. You're worthless. You're a piece of shit. And no wonder your husband hates you. What do you think? Do you think I would have a case? I think so.
No, mean. No, we're talking about a job here. We were talking about a job, which was not a safe habitat for you.
Then why did you offer it to
for
begin
my
with?
husband?
Why
I
did you
don't own
offer
that
it to
property.
begin with? Why did you offer it to begin with?
I'll tell you why she offered it to begin with, Robin. She offered it to begin with to patronize you, to manipulate you, okay? And also, who is she to offer you the job and then turn around and tell you that you can't do the job? That's nothing but manipulation, okay? That's why she offered the job to you, because she wanted to manipulate you and then make you feel like shit. Like, I want you to do the job, but you really can't do it because you have a walker, okay? Make it make sense.
Knowing my condition.
I don't remember because of my condition. Maybe I should go on disability. Robin's listening. Go ahead.
What the fuck are you talking about? Okay. First of all, I don't know what it is she has going on with herself to where she can't remember things. But see, this is a classic narcissist. No matter what, okay? No matter what, they always have it worse than you, okay? No matter what, they always have it better than you too, okay? So if something happens to you, okay? And trust me, I've dealt with narcissists all my life and still dealing with one. So let anything that happens to you, it's always worse with them. I could say I broke my leg, okay? And a narcissist would say, yeah, I broke my leg a while ago too. And guess what? I have fractures and I can hardly walk on it. It's always worse. I could also turn around and tell a narcissist, I just got all new camera equipment. Okay, new equipment for YouTube. And you know what they're going to say? They're going to say, well, you know what? I'm building a whole new house for YouTube with all new equipment, new computers, everything. A narcissist always has to be better than you, even if you are the victim. If you're a victim, they have to be a better victim than you. Okay? If you got it made, well, they have to have it way better than you. Okay? They always have to be the better person at everything. Just like her saying, I don't know, I can't remember. But you can remember other things, right? Let's continue.
She denies what you're saying, what you're claiming. All of a sudden, I believe you.
Me?
Yeah.
Me?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Which part?
Which part? Let it roll. Let it roll.
Your business model is her whole plan. Nothing to do with you. She set that business model up.
She set my business model up.
Yes.
I've been working on Molly Golightly for 5 years.
Meaning, when you told me you do it between 11 and 1, so-and-so
No.
were the people
11
that didn't
to
have to
3.
call and make an appointment. So I'm the one that got the planner, wrote everything down, got it organized, how to send you your things, your reminders at night. That part I did on my own, Marissa.
So tell me again, okay, how is it that this all had to happen publicly? Okay, all had to happen publicly, but you couldn't take this behind the scenes. And the fact that someone came to you and told you everything that this woman said, and you couldn't call her privately and talk to her privately, right? Because everything's content with you, and y'all got the nerve to be talking about, oh, you're obsessed with Megamouth, blah, 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 blah. You wish I was obsessed. If anything, she's obsessed with me. If anything, she's obsessed with the science girl. If anything, she's the one who's obsessed, not the other way around.
No one sat down and showed me how to do that. I did that on my own.
So how much do you think that how much did you expect to be paid for that?
My time is worth a lot.
Says who?
Says me. I have self-worth.
Well, then why didn't you ask for more? That's my business motto. Should have asked.
Why did she have to ask, Megamouth? Why couldn't you just pay her what you know that you're supposed to be paying her, instead of being so cheap and paying her only $100? Okay? She shouldn't have to ask you for more, right? But even if she did, what would you have done? I wonder what she would have done if Robin would have said, hey, I know my worth, and you paying me this amount of money, I don't like this. So you need to up that. What do you think she would have done? I'm going to go ahead and say that she probably would have started yelling and screaming and turning it into content. Can you believe the nerve of this woman? She does nothing. She doesn't do that much, and she's asking me for more money. And then you got your subscribers in the comment section like, oh my God, I can't believe she asked you for more money, amping her up as if she's right, when knowing damn well she's 99.9% of the time she's wrong.
Well, seeing the situation which is going on,
I'm a business person.
I wasn't going to.
I'm an excellent business person.
Seeing what's going on in your personal life right now, I wasn't going to go and ask for more money.
No. You've been working for me for 10 weeks. Why didn't you ask 10 weeks ago? Now remember, you're not talking to an idiot when it comes to business and money. Why didn't you ask 10 weeks ago?
You know something?
You didn't have a problem then. You told me, and they will find it on video.
Hold on. When you say you're a good business person, and you say that quite a bit, and I'm not even going to say I'm going to take that away from you, but are you trying to convince other people that you're a good businesswoman, this strong businesswoman that doesn't rely on anyone else, and you do everything yourself, and you're all about numbers and blah 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 blah? Are you trying to convince everyone else or yourself? Because a person who knows that they're good at something, they're not constantly saying it to try to convince anybody. A queen doesn't have to walk into a room and say she's a queen. She's just a queen, and people know she's a queen because she paved that way for herself. Her actions speak for itself. Her presence speaks for itself. So a queen doesn't have to walk around saying, I'm the queen, I'm the queen, I'm the queen. People just know it. So if you are such a good businesswoman, don't you think people would know that? I think this is more of you trying to convince yourself, because people you wouldn't have to say this over and over and over again, right? Let's continue.
Video, and they will make a video about you. I get it.
My bad, you guys.
Don't bring my kids
Hold
into this.
on.
They will, of you saying, Molly, oh, Marissa, you changed my life. You gave me life again. You've changed my life. You've done so much for me. And now you're trying to ruin me from the inside out? Why would you do that? Don't you believe in karma? Now I understand why your children don't talk to you.
Well, seeing the situation which is going on.
I'm a business
I
person.
wasn't going to.
I'm an excellent business person.
Seeing what's going on in your personal life right now, I wasn't going to go and ask for more money.
No. You.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. You guys, it was muted. It's different when I don't have it shared. Well, I think what stands out right here is that her personal life. So obviously there's things going on in her personal life. I'm sure everybody would love to know that, because Molly considers herself as the perfect person. She's about to life coach kids. She's a life coach telling people the best things to do with their life, because she has her life so well put together, right? I'm sure she doesn't want Robin going around telling her personal business, but yet it's okay that you will shout out and talk about hers, talk about Robin's personal business. What the hell are you going to do when she starts telling your private business? But I have some concerns about that, and we'll talk about that when this is over, which it's going to be over soon.
You've been working for me for 10 weeks. Why didn't you ask 10 weeks ago? Now remember, you're not talking to an idiot when it comes to business and money. Why didn't you ask 10 weeks ago? You didn't have a problem then. You told me, and they will find it on video, and they will make a video about you somewhere. I don't know where, but they will, of you saying, Molly, oh, Marissa, you changed my life. You gave me life again. You've changed my life. You've done so much for me. And now you're trying to ruin me from the inside out? Why would you do that? Don't you believe in karma? Now I understand why your children don't talk to you. You're not this lovely lady. You're not. I see it now.
Let me ask you a question, Megamouth. Do you believe in karma? Do you believe in karma with all of the things that you have done throughout your, YouTube career? Do you believe in karma? Do you believe that all of the things that you've done to so many people on this platform, do you believe that you will ever get your motherfucking karma? You're the last person that should be talking about any karma around this bitch. Okay? Sorry for the cussing, but this makes me mad. You're the last person. Because the way that you treat people, you have a lot of karma coming your way. Be careful with the energy you put out in this world, you guys. Be careful with the way you treat people, because it will come back on you. So you better, exactly just doing math. You better believe in it, because karma has no deadline. But I think Megamouth thinks it does. Or you know what? She's not going to get karma because she gives to charities. Okay? She gives to charities. So she'll never get no motherfucking karma. She's exempt from karma. Everyone else is going to get their karma. But she can do whatever the fuck she wants to, because at the end of the day, she gives to charities.
I get it.
Don't bring my kids into this. They have nothing.
Oh, no, lady. No, lady. You don't get to have it both ways. You don't get to try and fucking bring me down.
I wasn't bringing.
Drama. Go ahead and keep acting like you're about to blow up, like somebody's supposed to be scared of you or what the fuck ever. Drama, just for views. How dare you bring her kids into this? So what if she goes around and starts talking about your personal business? That's what I'm saying. Is that what you want? Because obviously she confided something in you. You don't know why her and her kids don't talk. Nobody knows the history of their dynamic and what the hell's going on. Nobody does. So therefore, how is it that you think that you can just throw that in her face like that? I think more people would probably understand your side of everything, with Megamouth, I think more people would understand her side if she wasn't such a trash bag. If she wasn't such a horrible human being. People might actually say, okay, well, it's not right to go talking about, your employer like that to other people, but it's like you ruin it every time. Your mouth ruins it every time. Every time. Because you always make it to where you get personal, to where you cross that line, to where you say horrible things about people's. You always have to get personal. Like when you dox my moderator, all because my moderator had an opinion about you. You always have to take it real life. And that's what makes you a horrible human being. So people can't empathize with you because of the way you treat people. Wait a minute. What's wrong? Teaya, please edit that word. YouTube will flag Teaya. What word is it, sweetie? Let me see. Foxybot? What word is it? Because I didn't see any bad words. If anything, YouTube kind of more or less pays attention to what you pin. Hold on. I don't see it, but that's excuse me, that's what YouTube usually pays attention to. They pay more attention to what you pin than what's said in the chat. And also Rianne and any other mod, you can also just delete the comments. Like, I don't see the comment. It must be too far up and I can't see it. Or we're talking about true crime. I think it should be fine. Yeah, as long as I don't pin it, but don't worry about it. Just be careful with some words you say, because YouTube is very sensitive about that, but they're more inclined to look when it's pinned, for like everybody to see. Okay, let's continue. I really think that if Robin takes this further in jail, we'll pull her back into the call and she will go. I agree, Viv. Thank you, Victoria. Okay, let's continue.
Self-worth. What are you worth? You are on government disability. The government is taking care of you, putting a roof on your fucking head. All right?
Can you guys hear this okay? Or is it too loud? Let me know, because I don't want it to be too loud, but I don't want it to be too low either. What in the hell did she just say? I have to rewind this. Sorry, hold on. Let me rewind this real quick.
No, lady, you don't get to have it both ways. You don't get to try and fucking bring me down.
I wasn't bringing you down.
Self-worth. What are you worth? You are on government disability. The government is taking care of you, putting a roof on your fucking head. All right? You're fucking one of the lucky.
Shut the fuck up, Megamouth. And I'll tell you why you need to shut the fuck up. Many reasons why you should have been shut the fuck up a long time ago. But do you even know what disability is? Like, do you have any clue what disability is? Disability is not like being on government assistance to where you don't have a job or whatever. And that it's not like being on welfare. Disability is something that you apply for because you are unable to work. Okay? At the end of the day, you don't know shit about nothing. I don't even know if you would qualify for disability. Have you ever had a real job? A real paying job? Okay? When you are disabled and you cannot work, that's what disability is for. It's not people who want to be on disability. Not many people do want to be on disability, but some people don't have a fucking choice. And you sitting here talking like that to this woman about disability, you could be talking about half of your damn audience. You could be talking about people in your audience that are on disability. There are people who literally can't work because of their back. They can't work because they may have mental issues. It's not something that people necessarily want to do. It's because they can't work. What the hell is wrong with you? Do you have any intel? Like, you have zero intelligence. Zero intelligence. Any idiot would know something like that. You're basically trying to say that her being disabled is her choice. Okay? I know this because my mother got disability, and my mother did not want disability, but she had to get disability because she had cancer. And you want to know what? She still worked. She still did makeup, okay? And got paid under the table. And my mother was a nurse. Worked hard, went to school, and then she got cancer. So then she had to get on disability. You think she liked disability? You think she wanted to be on disability? You think she wanted to have fucking cancer? You are a disgrace. Period. But yet, you want people to empathize with you. You want people to be like, I could empathize with you. Nobody should be talking behind the back of their employer. Okay? But in the same sense, you deserve it. I get why she talked behind your back. I get it.
Ones, all right? That got to sit fucking pretty while a fucking hurricane takes out my fucking brother's house who works every fucking day of his life, right?
Shut the oh my God. First of all, what the hell does this have to do with your brother? Can somebody tell me what the hell this has to do with her brother? I don't care about your brother, and neither does anybody else. Nobody cares. This has nothing to do with your brother. And a hurricane. God bless the people who are in the hurricane. But the point is this has nothing to do with that. You're doing that to emotionally manipulate your audience. That's what you're doing. And deflecting, right, Victoria? And to emotionally manipulate. Because you know what? Like I said, a narcissist always has it worse than you. But they always have it better than you too.
And you get to sit on fucking pretty, writing little fucking notes about who wants a fucking life coach, right?
You are so pathetic at this point. Okay? Can I just tell you that? You are so pathetic at this point, because I can tell you what, right now, you are reaching and you are doing all of this shit for content. That's all you're doing. It's good content. So this Robin is getting the wrath of it. Oh, thank you so much, Julie A. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. It says you are amazing, Teaya. Thank you for using your voice for so many on here. Thank you so much, Julie. That means a lot to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're a sweetheart, and I will continue to use my voice. It's hard to keep it classy with this one, though. It's really, really hard. First of all, you're sitting here talking about, basically, you're trying to imply that her job is really nothing. Okay. And then she gets to sit pretty, while someone like your brother, you couldn't use yourself as working your ass off because you don't. So you had to use your brother. Like I said, it's deflection, obviously. And then it's total emotional manipulation. And it just shows how disgusting you are, you're demeaning this woman as if it's a choice to be on disability. Okay? That's a choice. It's almost as if you don't even know what disability is, do you? I mean, I don't know, you guys. Some people just don't, they're just not smart people. Okay? They're just not.
Right past me. Oh, you lucky motherfucker. Oh, yeah. And here we are trying to raise money just to feed these people who have fucking nothing. Oh, poor Robin. Don't talk about my fucking kids. Oh, you poor victim. Well, you said pretty on Florida taxpayers' money. Fuck you.
You know, you're a piece of shit, Megamouth. I hope you know that. Okay? So she's just sitting pretty on the taxpayers' money, right? Let's just do something here because I just want to show you guys something. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I can share this really quick. Is that on there? Is that on the screen? Okay. So let's look up what disability is, okay? You guys might not be able to read this, but I will read it. What is disability? A disability is any condition of the body or mind impairment that makes it more difficult for the person with the condition to do certain activities, okay? And interact with the world around them, okay? The definition of disability under the Disability Discrimination Act in 1992 is broad. It includes physical, intellectual, psychiatric, sensory, neurological, I always say that wrong, and learning disabilities. Disability can be permanent or temporary, visible or invisible. Some conditions and impairments are present from birth. Okay. Does that sound like a choice to you guys? Who the hell do you think you are to sit there and bash someone who's on disability and it's beyond their control? So let's look up something else here. Let's try it. Let's just put this in here. One second here. Let's just look this up. Okay, so this would be someone that qualified for disability, okay? And I'm going to read you the questions that they ask you. It says, have you worked 5 out of the last 10 years? Do you expect to be unable to work for at least 12 months? Do you currently earn $1,000 per month? Are you currently seeing a doctor or taking any prescription medication? Do you currently receive any Social Security benefits? Are you a veteran? Okay, obviously I'm not going to fill that out. Disability is not just someone who sits on their ass, okay, and waits for that, okay, or who literally just sits on their ass and expects to be on disability. You have to pay into disability, okay? Nope, yes, nope, yes, yes, no. Exactly. Being an escort does not count. You have to actually pay for disability. that is not something you have to pay into it. It's not just something that's given to you. It's not people sitting up on their ass like they have a choice, but they just choose not to work. And you literally insulted people that are unable to work because you're trying to make disability look as though it's welfare, and it's two completely different things. Educate yourself, because you sound absolutely ridiculous. If you're gonna, raise hell and try to put somebody in their place, at least know what the fuck you're talking about before you do it, right? People fight for years to get disability. Sometimes they have to get lawyers to fight it also. Absolutely, Rianne. It's not something someone just gets. Absolutely. Like, my mom, most times when people have cancer, it's very easy for them. You know what I'm saying? It was a little bit more easy for my mom, but for someone like my aunt, she had to fight, and it took her years, and she got all that back pay too. It's not easy, but you're trying to act as though she just sits on her ass. She doesn't have a choice. And, you're insulting everyone who gets disability. 60, 70% are denied and have to fight to get it. That's what I'm saying. If you're going to cuss someone out, make it make sense. Be educated. Educate yourself. Molly paid her $2.75 per hour. Okay, that should tell you something. And most people who get on disability, they can have like a part-time job. They can only make so much, but I'm pretty sure you could have paid her more than $2.75 an hour, okay? Like, give me a whole, like, this is just disgusting. I had to pull. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the super chat, Tammy. Thank you. It says, my husband is a disabled vet and receives a check monthly, but he paid into the system. She has no idea what his life is like. I am so pissed. Yeah, I know, Tammy. Me too. It's disgusting. She's disgusting. You're sitting here talking about people who get disability like I'm sorry, it's welfare. And some people, don't get me wrong, I'm not against welfare. Some people need it. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, pregnant women, things like that. I understand that, but that's not what disability is. Just like Rianne said, you have to fight. Some people have to get attorneys. It's a lot, you guys. And here she is trying to make it seem like this woman just sits home looking pretty and collects disability because she can. Most people with disability, I'm not saying that there's not some people that fraud the system, but most people with disability, they have to fight to get it. Okay. And it's just she's horrible, because when you're talking to one person, you're talking to all people who go through these things. Just like I told her with the thing, even with trans women, you're not just saying those derogatory statements towards me. You're saying that to all transgender women. Okay. I'm not a transgender woman, but you're still insulting me by saying it. You're trying to insult me. That doesn't insult me. Let's make that clear, but you're trying to. And while you're trying to insult me, you're insulting transgender women as a whole. People take advantage of those on disability. I knew a 22-year-old young man. I knew a 22-year-old man with autism, and they paid him $3 an hour cash at a restaurant. He reported them after they began to abuse him. And that is so heartbreaking. I hope he took them to court and won. I hope that he sued them for millions, okay? Because he deserves it. My mom gets $700 a month on disability. It's not enough to even pay rent somewhere. Exactly. Most people who get on disability, it's not a lot, you guys. So a lot of people that do get on disabilities, they try to get jobs, that will accommodate them. That's why some they have like a program at Walmart for elderly people to be able to work, and it's not enough money for a lot of people. They're on a fixed income. She's disgusting. It would be so great if MGL was forced to live on the little amount of money that a person who is on disability has to live on. Absolutely. She could make it a week. Her talking about getting new MGL pillows for her. It's just disgusting, man. But thank you so much for the super chat, babe. Tammy, I really appreciate you, sweetie. Okay. This is almost over, so let's continue this. They pay for Patreon $50 a month. Yeah, that's what I heard. That's the highest tier, though, right? $50 a month.
I don't feel pity for you. I don't feel bad for you. Your kids don't talk to you for a reason. Remember that.
Yeah, you know so much.
You know what? When kids don't talk to their parents, there's a reason why.
It's not because I don't want to talk to them, but you know so much. And let me tell you something else, lady.
Tell me something
There are
else.
many Patreons.
Tell me something else.
Called me. And
Tell
told
me
me
something
they
else.
Their
The one that gave you a reason to fucking live. Go ahead.
Many Patreons called me to tell me they were canceling their Patreon because they couldn't stand the way you treated me.
Her voice is better now.
Yeah, because I have to yell.
Who canceled?
I don't have to. I'm not throwing them under the bus.
Oh wait,
We can see who canceled.
I can see who canceled.
Go right ahead, find it.
But this is the thing. I'm still at 200. But this is the thing. They only listen. I got messages to say I'm canceling because I only wanted to get you to 200, and I only wanted to talk to you one time.
This is long.
Listen, baby. Do you think that hurts me? Because guess what?
That was long before 200.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right. Oh, all right. You've totally ruined me. You know what? You're a liar.
No, I'm
You're a
not.
total fucking liar.
No, I'm not. I know my.
You know what? I deserve better. Get the fuck out of here, you crazy bitch.
You're the.
Of course you deserve better, MGL. You always deserve better. You know, you're such a loyal and dedicated person to every single friend that you have. Okay? And Justice for All, you need to shut the fuck up. Okay? You always got to be up in the mix. Maybe just keep your mouth shut for once. Okay? It seems like she's doing really good on her own, degrading someone because they're on disability. So what does she need your help for? And as far as you sitting here talking about her kids, that's going to bite you in the ass. Karma will get you for that. And yes, exactly what you said, Rianne. She thinks no one notices that she tried to block out the tea Robin was spilling. Exactly. That's why he kept on saying, tell me something, tell me something. Well, then let her fucking say it then. But you're not going to let her say it. You're not going to let her say it because you know that she's going to say something. And it's not going to be beneficial to you. If people had canceled Patreon, I would be inclined to believe something like that. Because at the end of the day, that's all she cares about anyway, right? That's all she cares about is people paying her money for Patreon, or, that's the only time she's going to pay attention to you anyway, is if you're paying her money. But yet, you want to sit there and talk about, I don't see this, I don't see that, then you obviously care, right? Sorry, I can't take this. I have to leave. See you tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry, Tammy, but don't worry. I can handle it. Okay. I'm sorry you can't say it. It's horrible. She's a horrible human being. And you guys want to tell me again that Without a Crystal Ball is worse than her? Yes, Without a Crystal Ball, she's toxic. I get it. But not like this woman. This woman is going to hurt somebody. How dare her bring up, if children stop talking to their parents, it's for a reason. Right, okay. But you don't know what that reason is. Every single relationship, especially when kids get older, it can be complicated. And you don't know the dynamic. So it's none of your business, and you did not have to put her out on Front Street like that. But see, this is what she does because it's entertaining, and then you have people, and shame on the people who thinks that this is okay and supports this shit. You got people paying her to act like this. People, oh yeah, get her. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's okay. Do you not think that's going to be you one day? Think about it. That's going to be you one day. Anytime you tell her any of your private business, thank God I never spoke with that woman. And I never would have told her my private business anyway. But do you think that it's not going to be you? You think that she's not going to use that as ammunition against you? And then that's why some people are afraid to leave. But I'm sorry, you're going to have to bite the bullet and be the bigger person. You should not support someone like this. You're enabling her to continue this kind of behavior, this disgusting behavior, this vile behavior. Justin comes off so nice and so calm. That's BS. He's just as bad because he co-signs this. Exactly. And he does. As a matter of fact, he probably amps her up to do this shit.
Crazy bitch.
She's a fucking lying bitch. That's what she is. Should have got help. Is she fucking crazy? Oh,
First of all, the only one who looks crazy right now, sweetheart, is you. You're the only one screaming like a maniac on your panel. Okay, for one, you're the only one that doesn't have enough decency to do this behind the scenes, and that is supposed to be an employee of yours. Okay, you're used to people not doing anything, but somebody is going to one day. You cannot put people's private personal business out there like this and think you're going to get away with that. And now you've gone as far as to do this to an employee. Like, for real. It's not, you think that you are exempt from all these things and you're not. And how exactly is she trying to ruin you? Because she talked behind your back? How is that trying to ruin you? Ruining you is talking behind your back? Because I guarantee you half the people you talk to talk behind your damn back. Okay?
that was long before. I don't fucking think so. The way I treat her. The woman's up here all the time. Oh, Marissa's done so fucking much for me.
Well, this is the thing. If they canceled, it's probably God knows what she told
Well, this is the fucking thing. When you bring up 1099s. When I paid her, remember my husband's a CPA. He told me, I want to show you something. Wait,
He's not on the live because I'm on the phone.
well, this is the thing. Remember, after $600, you have to report everything?
Right.
Everything says Assistant Molly Golightly, LLC.
Right.
10 weeks. I know, it's fucked up.
No, it's not something, because I will say this.
My husband can actually fucking send it to the IRS for me.
Mhm.
It's part of my LLC.
Right.
In fact, I mean, I'm not bragging about it, but guess what? I'm getting a flat. I'm getting a studio apartment to stream in. I'm getting an apartment to stream in. I'm gonna have Molly Golightly lights and the pillows and stuff and the whites, and then I'm gonna have another side for the life coaching for kids.
Oh, that'll be nice.
And Adrian said, it has to be the way that I tell you to do. He goes, it can only be used for streaming your videos. He goes, absolutely. If you office only. He goes, and they just built amazing new 1-bedroom places here in Hershey. I know. Adrian said it's a great idea.
I'm getting so many
You can
messages.
do your screaming bullshit over there. He goes, well, better watch out.
Well,
Deets on the streets. Make sure you guys go subscribe. They will be in the description when this video is over. I always put the videos that I commentate on in the description. Great video. A $10.99 for $1,000 is not gonna hurt her. Right. She's gonna blame Robin for anything. The videos are now posted. Money makers. Yeah. Walter is just as cruel and crooked. He lost his realtor license in California and Nevada for mishandling estates. Can't remember bank he works for, but now it is one of the banks investigated for money laundering. Wow, I did not know that. Please turn that in so the labor law can come after you, right? Oh, she has like an employee taxes and laundering money. Kids. tonight I feel very sad for what Megamouth is doing and how dare she coach children. Yeah, that is no. I would not even let my child anywhere near that woman even to hear her voice because she's disgusting and I feel like she gives off bad energy, you know. So she's using all that money as a write-off. That's different than paying employment taxes. I agree. Crowd. My hub would have my bags at the door if I did something like this. I know, like to be a horrible person like that. I'm catching this so late. I found your channel because of Megamouth and stop watching her. I caught on real quick to how early on. I caught on real quick to how she is early on. I'm sorry. She's going to destroy Justin's channel. You think so? If they ever get into it, absolutely. Absolutely. She is going to try to get Robin's disability canceled. She better not do that, which I don't think she could do that. She's so ignorant of the fact that paying her legitimately also comes with rules and regulations for employment. Absolutely. He's tired of hearing her screams and stupidity. That I agree with 100%. Like, yeah, get the fuck out. Nobody wants to hear you. Like, you know, it's avoidable. Like, pretend as, you know, if you don't hear it, then you can just pretend as though your wife is a good person, you know? Walter wants her out because she's an embarrassment. Exactly. Oh dear Lord, MGL life coaching for adults is bad enough, but children, that's a horrible, horrible thing to do, in my opinion. That apartment is for you to live in. 80s girl, you ain't lying. Becca Allen, she now says she has a CPA. Who knows? She has a CPA. He has a CPA, or I think that's what you meant. Because I know that she said that he has a CPA. Like, it feels like I've heard her say that her husband is everything from an attorney to a real estate person, an investment banker, all of these things. So I don't freaking know. She's getting the boot from her hubby, in my opinion. If she does that, she's worse than I thought. She better not mess with income. That's what I'm saying. Like, if she does that, that's just horrible. Like I have said before, no one finds it odd that Walter is in China and gone to Russia and supposed to be an international banker. I do find that, excuse me, international banker, of course, you know, he's going to travel a lot, but, you know, it's just, I wouldn't want to be around someone like her either. Sorry, it's just the truth. Bank of America, I think someone said, my kids will never be close to that maniac. Is she a professional? Any degree? No, and I always thought that you had to have a degree to be able to do like anything like professional as far as life coaching. I always thought you had to have a degree for that. The moment she tries to do a kids channel will be when I contact every news station I can. I feel you, and that's the truth. She was getting 100 a week to make 200 appointments. With the time she said it took her, she was spending 1 hour on the phone, and with each of them once a month. Huh. Oh my gosh, I'm so far behind. Sorry, you guys. That's the karma on the internet. One day, all the hurt she has caused, excuse me, will boomerang on her. Justin wants to be the new princess. Wait till this new guy moves in. Oh, there's going to be someone else moving in? When will people get that Marissa is your friend if she thinks you're weak? When will people get that Marissa is your friend if she thinks you're weak and she can use you? Exactly. That's Justin's own fault. I think both MGL and Walt are scammers. I think Walt is actually a scamming MGL. In a way, he's going to change the locks when MGL gets her lofts. I would. If I had kids, I would never. You didn't see what you didn't see what she did to Teaya. Obviously not. Hold Hold on. She'll get that studio and Adrian will change the locks in the house. Hold on 1 second. Did I miss a comment? Let me go up. Because I did see a comment that I wanted to read. And I didn't. Hold on. Bear with me, you guys. Megamouth says her channel doesn't make a lot. It's true. It's because it's a true crime channel. All I used to see was a drama channel. That's what I'm saying. It's a drama channel. Do you people know the snake Robin is personally? I do not know Robin personally. Okay. And I don't think a lot of people do. I don't even think that Megamouth knows her personally. When I was able to watch a little bit of Science Girl, and I was able to go on panel because of some things that needed to be said. And I understand that everyone, hey Missy Mo, how are you? I understand that everyone has their own opinion about everything, but now I'm going to give my opinion about that entire situation. Hold on. One thing that I do want to say is, actually, let me bring up the Science Girl real quick. It's my girl. I love the Science Girl. Like, that's my girl. She is just an amazing person, in my opinion. And she keeps it real. And that's all I ask for. Just keep it real, and I'll keep it. You keep it real with me, I'll keep it real with you. Keep it 100 straight through. Like, I will always come to you if I have any problems. That's just the way I roll, and I just ask for that same in return, and Science Girl's like that. So hold on, let me pull up Science Girl real quick, and I will show you guys what I'm talking about, okay? I don't know, maybe she put it on members only. Let me see. Thank you guys all for being here. Love y'all. You guys are amazing. I think this is it right here. Nope, that was 6 days ago. Oh, yes, this is it. Okay.
About 7 years ago, we came across this amazing apartment in Melbourne and I so wanted it. Problem was, this one was in LA at the time and I was in Melbourne and we needed the contract signed that day. So Tim had this crazy idea that if he
Okay, sorry guys. Oh, welcome to the Glam Fam, Valentina. I love your name, by the way, Valentina. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you. I appreciate you. That means so much to me. Thank you. I absolutely love the vibes here. So loving and welcoming. Thank you, Rosie B. We love having you guys here. I love you guys all. You guys are amazing. So here's where this particular live stream, Science Girl is talking about the recent events that happened. Obviously, a lot of people are talking about it because it needs to be called out. And, oh, thank you, Twin Thing. It needs to be called out. So the Science Girl ended up having Robin on her panel. And there's this particular part that I'd like to show you guys. And then I'm going to just let you guys know what I think. And then we're going to be able to wrap it up. And I don't want to keep you guys too long. So let me go ahead and fast forward this a little bit. And of course, the Science Girl her channel will be in the description as well. Make sure you subscribe, which I'm sure a lot of you are. Hold on.
In fact, I'm going to go play. I will find it. What did I say? What did I say would happen? The second Molly falls out with Robin, you're going to be white trash. You're not going to fucking
And to be honest with you guys, I think a lot of people called this because, I definitely seen the love that anytime, because you guys, I don't watch NGL, I just don't like her. She's not funny to me. She's not entertaining. I think she has zero intelligence. She's not my type of person to watch. But if I'm watching a clip channel or something like that, and you would see Robin on her panel, or even when I was cordial with MGL, Megamouth, when I was cordial with her, I remember Robin being on her panel. And the one thing I can say is you can tell the way that Megamouth treated her was a very she treated her in a very manipulative way. Like she would be, somebody said this on the Science Girls channel, it was like a push and pull. And that's what a lot of narcissists do too. Like you'll think, oh, I love this person. They'll just shower you with love and sometimes even gifts and make you feel like you're the most important person in the world. And then they will literally try to bring you down to the lowest person in the world. Okay. That's what narcissists do. And they're good at it, and it's a manipulation thing. It's emotional manipulation. And I've seen that a lot with Megamouth and Robin. And it definitely, you could see how much admiration Robin had for Megamouth. A little too much, in my opinion. This is not a celebrity. This is just a woman who comes on her channel, exploits victims' families, exploits their tragedies, things like that. Even her humor is not funny because her humor is at the expense of someone else, So to me, the whole, love bombing her, because Robin would love bomb her, it was just almost nauseating in a lot of ways. And I'm just being real. I'm just being honest with you guys, because I don't see how anyone can't see who this person is. But I get it. I understand. But even when I was cordial with Megamouth, that was because of someone else. You know what I'm saying? Out of respect for someone else. And it was hard. Let me tell you, it was hard because, the more that you watch somebody, you're just like, it just gets worse and worse and worse. Right. So I think everyone called this. I think everyone knew this shit was going to happen because I feel like it's the same patterns with her over and over and over again. Like you just know she's going to screw you over and make you feel like shit. That's just how she is, So I think everyone knew that this was going to happen. So let me go ahead and try to find the part that Robin was on. Pretty sure this was a longer live stream. Wait, there it is. I think this is, yeah, there it is.
It's for her.
Okay. And what did that entail? Was that like 20 hours a week? Was it like a regular work week, or was it just an hour a day?
No, sometimes I would spend all day long doing that. And it would entail a whole lot more than that. Sometimes people would be, if stuff was going on in chat or whatever, people would start texting me, so and so is doing this and that, as if I could fix something, and I couldn't. Or people would ask me about, could I get their wrench? And I'm like, I don't have any control over that.
Welcome to the Glam Fam. I'm so sick, star party girl, or party go. I'm sorry. Thank you. Welcome. I appreciate you. Welcome to the Glam Fam. We're going to be doing a lot of members only streams too, you guys. Like I said, I'm trying to let the trash take out itself because there's a lot of people gifted memberships that, are not good people. They're supporters of hers. So, but we got a lot of members only live streams coming. I'm excited for what's happening with the members. And don't forget to all the new members, which I'm going to start doing something different with new members. And we have a Facebook group as well. Okay.
Or, I would get texts in the middle of the night about setting up sessions, and it was a lot. I spent a lot of hours.
So basically, she paid you $100 a week to do. Actually, you were working more. Marissa was running a sweat factory, pretty much. You were making less than minimum wage an hour, right?
Right, and she really had no clue how many hours I was working because
It's okay, Jamie. We love you. Okay. No matter what, whether you're a member or not, we love you. And it, don't even worry about that. Okay. Because at the end of the day, I understand that it's hard for some people to be a member, and that's okay. I completely understand. But whenever you do want to be a member, obviously, we can't wait to have you as a member as well. Have you all seen Unirock? Hold on. Have you all seen Unirock? I just seen his channel today, and he has some issues with Megamouth too. Does he really? I'll have to check that out. I'll probably do a video about that. I'll do research on that tonight.
because she and I never really had phone call conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said last night when she was berating me, I was like, "Well, you never called me. We never talked on the phone."
Can I just intercept real quick? Damn, Marissa. Walmart pays more than that, Marissa. What you trying to run over there, girl? Paying someone $100 a week.
And can I also intercept in saying that why the hell do you need an assistant in the first place? Why do you need an assistant? Like, you can't schedule things for yourself. You're that busy, supposedly. You're so busy to where you can't schedule your own clientele. I don't understand that. Unirock filed on Molly, and I hope it takes her down. Oh, I hope so too. Oh yeah, I'll be talking about that tomorrow. Then any information you want to send me, just send it to my email, okay? Everybody.
100 a week. Damn, Walmart pays that more than that a day. Wow, Marissa, you're worse than Walmart. You should be ashamed of yourself. Go on, Robin. It's all right.
Yeah.
Valentina, so am I. It is going to be a video. It's not going to be a live stream, but I have been working on something too. And I have saved a lot of videos of hers. And just like this series that I am doing with Without a Crystal Ball and the creators, I'm doing something like that with her too.
So, I mean, you know, I enjoyed doing it. Don't get me wrong. I loved talking to the women. I loved meeting new people. It gave me so much freedom. And because of my situation, and then, you know, I would go into other channels and chat rooms, whatever you want to call them, and people would welcome me. And like, now it's like, I lost one of my best friends over this stuff. I've lost friends behind all of this shit.
See, the thing is, it's unfortunate because when I was friends with her, I did meet a lot of nice people, and when we ended the friendship, I did lose people I thought were my friends, but they eventually came back. Like more than enough, you know, she left her. There's a handful of people in this chat that changed their name that left her because they just had to see it themselves, you know? Oh, sure, peace, love, and light. I'll check. You know, people eventually will come around.
And
Please.
so I feel like I don't have any place, I don't have a place to be in the YouTube world now. Like, I love all the people that I met. And I just feel like
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Where'd that comment go? I do it. What it is it's different for Apple for some reason, Anna. I will drop the membership link in the chat, okay? So it can take you straight to it. I don't know why there's not a join button. What did Brianne say it? Okay. I'll still just put the membership link in the chat too, okay, sweetie? Here's something that I also want to say. I really do think that this is very sad, but I also think it shows the type of people that Molly likes to surround herself with. And the reason why I say that is because I'm not saying that, you know, people are weak and things like that. But I do think that Molly likes to surround herself. Why am I saying Megamouth? I do think that Megamouth likes to surround herself around people who are very vulnerable in a lot of ways. Not everybody around her is vulnerable, but people who, they want to have a sense of community, and they want to have a place where they can belong. And she takes advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you meet someone, oh, welcome to the Glam Fam, Heather. Thank you for becoming a member, beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, sweetie. Thank you. And the reason why I say that is because, obviously this woman is upset. She's lost friends, and it sucks. It hurts. Like, say I was to have gotten close to Megamouth, which thank God I never did, because I could see her. I knew who she was. But let's just say that I would have. It's different with me because I'm not kind of at that vulnerable place. Like, I'm a loner anyway, so I can stand on my own. I've always stood on my own, and I'm so happy that I'm building, this great community, because it's nice to be able to have people that stand with you. It really, really is. But that's not why Megamouth does this. She's trying to build a cult. You know what I'm saying? People that only say, yes, ma'am, and that bow down to her, not to stand with her, but she's building this cult so she makes sure that these people are beneath her. She tries to make sure that they know, I'm better than you, and I'm always going to be better than you. There's a difference between that, between, having a cult, yes, ma'am, and drinking the Kool-Aid, then versus having people stand with you and say, Teaya, I got your back. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was at a vulnerable place, when she told her, people to unsubscribe from me, that could have really broke me. And I think that was her ultimate goal. She wanted to break me. Okay. That's why she was counting. Okay. She was counting my subscribers, me losing subscribers, more than I fucking was. I wasn't even counting, but she was. She knew I was under 4,000, and I didn't even freaking know. So you can tell that that's what she wanted to do, because it's almost like projection. I feel the way that she feels. Everything's about subscribers to me, when it's not. That's just the way that she feels. So she thought that she was going to try to break me, but I am unbreakable. Period. I've always stood on my own. It's just nice to have people stand with you. She just wants people to be with her, be around her, and surround herself with people who she feels are beneath her, so they can bow down to her. That's not a community that she's building. It's a dictatorship. Okay. A huge difference. This is a democracy, not a dictatorship.
They're not going to welcome me anymore because they're probably going to, side with her.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily assume that. There's a lot of people that want to leave her now, that are too scared to leave her because of which they see her doing to people. But there's people, I mean, you're getting a lot of support. I have 368 watching, and you're getting a lot of support in the chat. So
yeah, a couple people reached out to me and let me know that I was getting support here, and that's why I came over here.
right.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was gonna remain quiet, but I'm just telling my story. That's all. I'm just telling my story.
Yeah. And with her, you can't have an opinion and you can't tell your story. I mean, I'm sure you know that by now. Being friends with her, you could never. Nobody was ever allowed to have an opinion.
Exactly.
And she also probably monitored where you went at.
No, not really. She really didn't care too damn much about me. She didn't talk to me on the phone much.
Does
was
she monitor what Justice does? Does she get on Justice when he goes places that he does? Well, he probably listens to her. See, I was a little bit rebellious. I kind of went in everyone's chat, and she didn't like it very much.
well, I mean, I don't know about all that.
Okay, and see, here's the thing, you guys, and this is another thing I noticed, and then I'm going to bring it to when I came up on panel. But one of the things that I've noticed here is that you can tell that Robin feels very, how do I put this? You just don't really know if tomorrow she makes up with Megamouth, because when you're in that type of, people call it a cult, when you're in that type of community where you have a person who's such a huge dictator like she is, I think it's hard to part ways when you get so many people, that you build relationships with and things like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if, she was to go back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't put that past her, but let's just continue. I'm going to welcome to the Glam Fam, Nancy. Thank you for becoming a member, beautiful. Yes, that mob mentality, Beth. You're so right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So excited. Thank you, guys. Okay, let's continue. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this. Where's Teaya at? Teaya came up here too. Where's Teaya? I'm fast forwarding it too far, I think. Or no. Because she was on the panel for a pretty long time. So let's see. What's this? Oh, there I am. There, let's put it right here. Okay. Shout out to Science Girl. Thank you for letting me share your content. I appreciate that. Oh my gosh. Welcome to the Glam Fam, Tori. Welcome. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You guys are making me blush over here. Thank you. Hi, stranger. It's good to see you, sweetie. I hope you're feeling good. Anna, thank you for becoming a member. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Glam Fam. Love you guys. Thank you so much. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Thank you so much, you guys. Orion, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Thank you so, so much, you guys. Okay. I want you guys to hear this specific part, okay?
That's what I was wondering.
Okay. Is it when did that happen?
Just earlier.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's probably lying on you. And that's why you got that. She's probably telling Patreon that you were in there doing shady things. And yeah, that's how that goes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Because in order for you to get a letter, that means you're being reported. I've been in Patreon for over a year and have never gotten one statement from Patreon. So they have to be reporting you for to be getting that.
Yeah, I mean, I've never done anything wrong. So I read it and I was like, what? Like, what are they talking?
Welcome to the Glam Fam, Lion Mama. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, beautiful. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
About I haven't done anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I just figured she made up some bull crap and whatever.
Well, if you see that she's talking about you in Patreon, You can report that.
Yeah, I can't see anything in Patreon now.
Well, even if you're out of it, you can still see titles to posts. You just can't see what's in the post.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hi, Teaya.
Hey, beauty. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, sweetie. Hi, Robin. I don't know, like maybe if you didn't see it, but she doxed my moderator in her Patreon.
Hey guys.
Okay.
Oh yeah, didn't she? She did more than dox your moderator, didn't she? Put her home on one of her thumbnails.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know what. Okay, I'm gonna have to rewind this a little bit more because I do want you guys to hear this specific part, but this is important because it goes along with the commentary that I want to talk to you guys about. But oh my gosh, my voice. Look. Okay, let's continue. It's so weird when you're listening to your own voice. It really is. Let me rewind this a little bit more, okay? All right, let's stop right there and see.
She's cruel like that. She has no couth, and that's what she does.
Well, like I said, I didn't cry. I stayed up there, I kept going toe to toe with her the best that I could. But
and that's not easy to do. She's very irrational. So she's not an easy person to fight or reason with.
no.
I pity any soul in her Patreon that has to deal with her because they're afraid to leave. Because what happens, I mean, Robin just said it. What happens is when you leave the Patreon, sometimes she blabs out your personal business and uses it against you.
Yes, especially if there's a disagreement when you leave Patreon.
Well, there you go, cowboy. I guess I didn't ask the question the right way in the first place. So how many Patreons were talking about leaving her when you were in there? How many Patreons were aggravated with her behavior?
Okay. I got a text message one day from a Patreon who told me something that she felt had happened. She said she's an empath. And this woman nailed it on the head. That had something had happened personal. She wasn't there. She called me. She told me that she canceled her Patreon and she unsubscribed, but she resubscribed just so she could keep an eye on me. But she could no longer participate in the hatred. And she's not the only one that told me that. There was another person that told me the same thing, not the same thing, but basically that she unsubscribed because she could not participate in the hatred. And she and I still talk as well. So there have been more than 2 people that have unsubscribed because they can't handle it. And they still talk to me.
Well, can you tell me, can you just give us a brief description on what's in her Patreon? We don't need to know details, but is it more negative than positive?
Say that again.
Okay, you don't have to tell us, give us a description, be so descriptive, but if we were to describe her Patreon, is it more positive than negative? Or is it more negative than positive?
No, it's more positive than negative.
So it is more positive than negative. Does she dox anyone in her Patreon?
I've never seen her dox anyone.
Okay, So are you in the highest tier, or is it just you're in a
Yeah.
minimal tier?
No, nice.
You're in the highest tier. Okay. So if she was to do any crazy shit, it would definitely be, you know, in a more entitled tier, I guess you could say. She has also a history of doxing people and Patreon, so that's why I asked that. She doxed Makeup Mobster and me in her Patreon before, so that's why we're asking. Maybe she learned her lesson, because it was reported back then. I don't know. Maybe things have changed, but I just go by her behavior on YouTube. And to me, I would just think that she's doing evil things in Patreon. So
I did get a weird notice from Patreon. I can't go out and read it to you. It was saying something that I did was, what did it say? That I did some kind of harassing, and it was.
Well, you see, Robin, excuse me, the reason why she does that is that's the only way she can get you out of her Patreon. She can't just kick a paying member out of her Patreon without an excuse. So the excuse is always going to be, it's your fault. You did something for her to kick you out of Patreon. Okay. When that's why the important thing to do is to report her, because technically you really didn't do anything, right? So therefore, she reported you because she had to have an excuse as to why she kicked you out, being a paying member and all. And that's what she does.
Saying that I had done some kind of harassing, and I don't know, it is some kind of nonsense. And so whatever she made up, I got chastised in Patreon. Of course, I've been dismissed from Patreon.
why would you get a letter from harassing someone if you didn't harass someone?
Yeah, well, that's what I was wondering.
Okay. Is it when did that happen?
Just earlier.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's probably lying on you. And that's why you got that. She's probably telling Patreon that you were in there doing shady things. And yeah, that's how that goes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Because in order for you to get a letter, that means you're being reported. I've been in Patreon for over a year and have never gotten one statement from Patreon. So they have to be reporting you for to be getting that.
Yeah, I mean, I've never done anything wrong. So I don't. I read it and I was like, "What? Like, what are they talking about? I haven't done anything."
Mm-hmm.
So I just figured she made up some bull crap and whatever.
Well, if you see that she's talking about you in Patreon, you can report that.
Yeah, I can't see anything in Patreon now.
Well, even if you're out of it, you can still see titles to posts. You just can't see what's in the post.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hi, Teaya.
Hey, beauty. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, sweetie. Hi, Robin. I don't know, like maybe if you didn't see it, but she doxed my moderator in her Patreon.
Hey guys.
Okay.
Oh yeah, didn't she? She did more than dox your moderator, didn't she? Put her home on one of her thumbnails.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know what. And she's doxed other people too, because when my moderator was in her Patreon, even when she was done with her, she had to wait for her time to run out. You know what I mean? So she's doxed some people in that Patreon.
Hey, Robin, this is a Barnyard Diamond Cutter. How are you? I'm sorry that you're going through what you're going through, but
Yes, I think that's horrible.
But I'm very interested to know, what did you think about what she was doing to me the last couple of weeks?
Okay, so this is a lot coming at me right now all of a sudden. Okay, first of all, I don't know about the doxing thing. Like, I didn't see it personally. If I would have seen it, I would say I saw it.
Okay.
So
I'm just telling
I'm
you
not
that
saying.
she
Hold on
has.
a minute. Hold on a minute, Tia. I'm not saying that it didn't happen. I'm just telling you that I didn't see it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay,
And
all right.
that obviously you didn't see it because you would have said so.
Right.
But I'm just saying she has. And
Okay.
she's
Did you
doxed
not
a
hear
lot of people.
Yeah, did you not hear? Have you not heard people saying that she does that, Robin?
Yes, I've heard people say it, but I have not witnessed it with my own eyes. So either I'm not looking at the right time or the right place or something.
Sorry about that, you guys. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay. So, no. Mm-mm. Here's what I have to say. When I went on panel and then Diamond Cutter went on panel, in no way was I trying to, hurt Robin in any way or make her feel like she's being attacked or anything. I just wanted to make sure that she knew and to pretty much let her know that she has doxed. And I do, there were people in the comment section saying, go easy on her. I understand that these things happen. Okay. I understand that she was hurt by Megamouth. I get that. However, that doesn't mean that it's okay that she still stood with her through all of these things. Okay. This isn't new. MGL, Megamouth, this isn't new, the things that she does. She has, and Diamond Cutter was just getting ready to say this before I put it on pause, but she has literally described Diamond Cutter in private photos of her. Okay. She has doxed my moderator. That's why I wanted to go up there. She has said horrible things about me. She said a lot of horrible things. And I'm not saying that or trying to take away from Robin's pain and what she's going through and what happened to her is not right at all. But that doesn't mean it's okay to sit there and pretend that these things didn't happen. You know what I mean? Sorry, you guys, that's my phone. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like these things didn't happen because they did. And then there were also people in the comments saying, wait a minute, Robin. One person I seen wrote a comment saying that Robin did something where she figured out who she was for Megamouth or something like that. So I'm just saying that, still be real and take responsibility, because at the end of the day, you're sitting there saying, oh, the Patreon is more positive than negative. I don't believe that. I do not believe that in any way, shape, or form. Now, I don't know what the hell is positive to Robin, but doxing people, making fun of people, telling people to unsubscribe from people's channels, I'm sure she talks about way more in her Patreon than she actually does publicly. I guarantee it, and these are things that you stood next to her with the whole entire time. And people, I understand. You don't understand what someone does until they do it to you. But that's why I say maybe be careful with the way that you move with Robin, because at the end of the day, and I can understand it completely, she had a sense of community with Megamouth, and maybe she might go back to that. She doesn't sound like she's quite ready to part ways with Megamouth. Because if she was, then she would admit and own up to some of the things that she's seen and some of the things that she condoned, standing next to her. I'm not trying to take away from her pain in any way, shape, or form. It was wrong what was done for her. I've been defending her. But And I would still continue to defend her because it's wrong. And it's not just me defending her. It's really not me defending her. I'm defending what's right. You got this woman like sitting there, supposedly life coach, trash bag life coach, sitting there telling this woman that pretty much acting as though she's getting government assistance and she's on disability because it's her choice. You know, that is hurting everyone who's on disability because you're so ignorant that you don't even know what disability is. But at the same time, please don't act like this. You weren't a witness to all of the things this woman has done. You've been on panel when Megamouth was doing horrible things. I get it. You're hurt. It's wrong what she did to you, but owning your part, that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Owning your part and saying, look, yeah, I've done some horrible freaking things standing next to her. I have, and I take full responsibility. I take full ownership, and it'll never happen again. I will never condone that type of behavior because unfortunately, this is human behavior, you guys. People don't understand things until it happens to them. And then when it happens to them, they're like, oh shit, like, wow, what was I thinking? You know, and you're beating yourself up over it. So I empathize with her, but in still the same sense, I'm a little bit taken aback that, you know, you can sit here and actually act as though you didn't see some of the things that were being done, you know? So I'm going to listen to a little bit more and then I'm going to let somebody say something really quick. But I definitely will be live tomorrow too, because we have a lot more to talk about. Thank you for the Cash App. I appreciate it. I don't want to say your name, but thank you so much. That means so much to me. Okay, 1 second.
Right. Well, whenever you're living that, whenever you're living the dream, as she calls it, you know, with her, is very convoluted as far as, I think, taking the blinders off and seeing what's really going on. I mean, but it's not hard to see. If you just like look outside the blinder, you're going to see it. I mean, she makes no bones about doxing people and being vile and nasty.
And here's another thing. Like, I'm so busy during the day with phone calls and even into the night that sometimes I don't even look at Patreon.
Yeah.
And by the time I get off there, I usually go to another channel where they're playing games just so I can friggin' relax my mind because I'm stressed and I'm tired.
I really think, you know, like once I agree with everyone, once you know, get yourself together, you definitely could do something about this and maybe she won't do this to anybody else. You know what I mean?
I'm definitely going to seek legal advice. I will say that.
Because you did not deserve what she did to you, Robin.
Right.
You did it.
And Robin, don't take her threats. I mean, she's, you know, the way she gets up there and says the degrading things about you being on disability and how she was being so trying to degrade you and make you feel less than who you are last night. Just know that, you know, honey, you're not exempt. Anybody in her life is subject to that. All you got to do is look at her the wrong way or piss her off. But if she goes as low as she can go, you have had to have seen that and witnessed that. Anytime she goes at somebody, she goes as low as she can possibly go, and she doesn't care about the consequences. She thinks she's above having any consequences. But it's going to take you and me and anybody else that are wronged by her to, you know, do whatever you can. I know I personally am. You got to do whatever's in your wheelhouse to do. You got to do it, and you got to carry it through and not worry about her threats because she's wronging people every day, and it's not okay for her to get up there on her platform. She is a public figure, as she says. It's not okay for her to get up there and use her platform to do damage to people, innocent people, like she's done. There was a lady in chat a while ago, Alicia. Her last name was Presley, Isabel Presley. She was saying something about Alicia. I mean, surely, Robin, you're not going to sit up there and let Alicia, you know, question you like that. So, as Isabel Presley, I just want to ask you, do you think it's okay? You obviously are a sloppy Molly lover. Do you think it's okay do you support her sitting there in her chat on her platform, maybe not questioning people, but degrading them, trying to humiliate them? And are you okay with that? I'm just curious. Asking for a friend. I mean, ridiculous. Coming in here saying crap like that.
Yeah. They can't handle it when they get it back.
No, they can't. But Robin, I know you.
Hold on 1 second. Robin, I just want to tell you too that I never thought she treated you well at all. That's just my opinion. I'm sorry. Go ahead, darling.
Oh, you're fine. I'm with you on that. Look, Robin, whenever y'all had little words the first time, there, as far as I was concerned, I can promise you, she never trusted you fully after that. And you can bet that she's held you out at arm's length. Look, she's talked down to you several times, and when you've been on panel, and I think she didn't give you the respect that she should have given you, but she doesn't give a lot of people that, and if Justice for All thinks that he's exempt from it, he just needs to get in line, because his time is coming too. Everybody meets their demise with her.
But if you go back to this time last year, when I first met her, and the video where I'm crying hysterically, and there's like 15 people on panel, and she wants me to sing "We Are the World."
Oh, I know.
Hysterically, I'm having a nervous breakdown. And she thinks it is the greatest thing in the world. And to me, it's mortifying.
That was you?
Yes.
Yes, that was Robin.
Robin, I have
to
play it.
Oh.
I have spoke of that. So many.
Play it.
It was just.
Again, tragedy, pimp. That's what she does. That's content for her. Everything's funny. Everything's a fucking game. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Rianne. You there?
Okay, I think I'm there. Hi, is it working?
Hi. Yep, it's working.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm good.
That's good.
How are you on this wonderful Friday?
I'm good. I'm happy that you're here, that you came up on panel, because, like I said, there were people in the comment section that were a little bit upset because I think they thought maybe we were like double teaming her, but that was not the case. All we were doing was I was just trying to let her know that this is my moderator, Rianne, and she got doxxed. This is Rianne, you guys, and she got doxxed by Megamouth, if you didn't know. And excuse me, Megamouth used her house as a thumbnail just because she chose. Well, you tell him. You tell him.
Yeah, so I was a part of Molly's channel. I know we have like so many more new people now, and I love that. And I just want to say that I know that you're going to continue growing and growing. So
Thanks.
Hi, all the new people.
Thank you.
I did not know like this whole YouTube drama community crap existed. And I got into Molly because of the Vaughn case. And she was like the primary one like that was covering it. So I watched her, and then like Justin. And I didn't know anything about her. I thought she was funny. She was really funny at sometimes. And when I like a creator, I will become a member. I will become a Patreon, because that's my way of saying like, thank you. I support your work. I don't watch cable. I watch, YouTube or listen to podcasts or things like that. So if I can help my creators, I will. And so I kind of just dived into her Patreon. I was top tier, $50 a month. And as I just watched Molly or Megamouth and just kept watching, there was just more and more things that I could not ignore.
Right.
I didn't really care about having a wrench because I didn't want to moderate, but I wanted my wrench because I paid for it.
Right.
That's mine.
Exactly.
But
I
her
don't know
chat
if you
was
guys
never like
remember.
welcoming.
Well, I don't know if you guys remember, but Rianne was the one. Weren't you the one where you were asking for a wrench and she yelled at you? Was that you? Or no?
But that was like, so that came into when I was trying to send Letitia, when I was trying to send Molly money to send Letitia flowers. And I just got irritated at the end of it because I kept spending money on this super chat to get Molly to pay attention to it. And she would half-ass read it, and then she just kept freaking out, don't send me money, don't send me money, and was just awful. And that's really kind of what made me suspicious about the whole thing, was that whole interaction, is the way she treated me. When I was like, can I send some money for you to send Letitia flowers? And she just read it and then just goes, don't send me money for her, don't send me money for her. And then everybody started going, oh, YouTube takes out a percentage and da 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 da. And I'm like, I'm not sending money for this. I just sent the super chat so Molly would pay attention, because I was trying to PayPal her money for the flowers. Which was pathetic that I would have to super chat a creator just to get them to pay attention. But in my little state, I was just like, okay, I know she doesn't read normal comments, or she reads them, she just doesn't answer back. So let me just super chat her to get her attention, because everybody's, oh, Molly's so busy. She's just so busy. So I sent the super chat originally and asked her about that. And she I was like, okay, well, maybe she misread it or whatever. And I kept commenting in the chat she wasn't paying attention. So I sent another super chat. This bish looked at it, opened it, and closed it. Didn't say thank you, fuck you, nothing. And I was like, what the fuck? And of course, in the chat, I was like, oh, don't take it personally. She's just so busy. And I was like, yeah, I know. Just like I've been asking for a wrench for a couple weeks now, and I haven't gotten one. And then, oh, automatically my wrench appears, and she starts talking about it. Well, of course, that video the next day disappeared. And when she went live that next day, she's all, oh, I'm thinking about sending Letitia flowers.
Of course.
And I was pissed. And I commented in the chat, I was like, oh, like I was trying to do yesterday. And it was just so weird how she handled that whole thing, because everybody was like, is there a way we could send money to Letitia for flowers or cards? And she just ignored it all. And for me, that was like the biggest red flag when it came to the VOD case. Besides like all of her other problematic behavior, the racism, the ableism. And when I was in her chat, I just happened when the whole moving to Hershey thing happened. I was in the chat watching the live, and I was mortified for Robin, and I was so pissed at what she was doing to her, making her basically beg her, tell me you love me, scream you love me, tell me again, who the F does that? And Robin was doing it, I love you, I love you, I love you. And if you notice, Molly never ever tells anybody she loves them back.
Not really.
Because she doesn't. She can't love. She has no emotions. She's a freaking black pit void. And not only was Molly saying really hurtful, wrong things about Robin's disability and disabled individuals in general, but the whole chat was. And they were so awful. And I was trying to comment and tell people to stop. You're being ableist. You're stop hating on Robin. Stop, and it was just nothing. And here you have it. Megamouth is allowing all this to happen in her chat, and she's also spewing this hate herself. And I'm just like, who the hell would do this? And so I was basically done. Like after all that, and I had already come over to your channel, and
Mhm.
I felt safe in your channel, and it was my safe place, and I could talk in the chat, and I didn't have to worry about being attacked, and people
Right.
actually talked back to me, which is something that rarely happens with Molly unless you're one of her top stans or whatever. Your
Right.
channel was just safe, and I felt comfortable, and it was the first time I felt like I could really talk and actually like
Mhm.
interact with the live. Like I could have an opinion, I can speak on something, and you actually read comments. And you didn't ask for super chats, you didn't ask for PayPals, you didn't ask for cash apps. And it was just so different, and as corny as it is, it just felt like a safe little like home. It felt really nice. And I was
Oh,
just like, no, I'm done. And you had made me a moderator, and like you didn't even like know that like all any of the stuff with Molly and me. Like so like this whole freaking narrative that they've tried to portray is just stupid because you didn't even know I was a Patreon of Molly's until I
no.
left, and she basically doxed me.
Right.
Or well, not basically, she did dox me.
You did. You did.
But
Mhm.
when you did the live and you talked about the police report being real,
Mhm.
and everybody came over, I was still a part of her Patreon. I had already decided I was I think it was a couple days before that I had left or something like that, but I was still in it because I had already paid for the month, because
Right.
Patreon takes out at the first of the month. Even if you
Mhm.
join on like the 31st, they will double charge you. It's the stupidest thing ever.
That is
Um,
weird.
yeah, and so like when creators are like at the end of the month saying join, 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 even Molly had said it before, like, oh, I'm not gonna ask for people to join my Patreon because it's close to the end of the month. Like, oh wow, golly gee, you're so sweet.
Right. That's just
Um, it's disgusting.
yeah.
And the only Patreons that I had ever been a part of before were like my paranormal groups, and they would
Mhm.
just share like videos, and I would get like sneak peeks and things like that. Um,
Mhm.
so I wasn't used to like this crazy shit, and I seen what she did to Snowbird, and she
Yes.
posted private messages between her and Snowbird
Yes.
in Patreon. And you know, again, with the people hate commenting and saying awful things about autism that are just, oh, it pissed me off so bad. Oh, it makes me so angry. Not only is she ignorant for doing it, because she sits there and she throws, I think they're autistic, around as a way to make it derogatory. There is
Yeah.
nothing wrong with being autistic, and I will go toe to toe with somebody that wants to say there is, because I have a nephew that is autistic and my son is autistic. I will
Right.
beat the shit out of somebody that wants to sit there and spew that, because they would never in real life. It's always behind the keyboard.
Right.
But I seen that. I seen her talking about like other subs that had left and Patreons that had left. And I was just like blown away by this stuff. And, I started kind of, when I was like done with it, I took screenshots. I took screenshots of all the shit she said about Snowbird. I took screenshots of other people. When when Jake Brown's family turned her down,
Mhm.
she
She
went
doxed
after the
another
girl that I
warned
guess there
them.
was one, yeah, there was one maid girl that was like warding them, and Molly turned around and she doxed that person on her live. And then I think she even said it in the live, like, oh, I'll just, post it in Patreon or some shit. And then she literally posted that person's Facebook and Patreon. And I know that might not be a big deal to some people, but if that person's information is not out there, you have no right to give out somebody's Facebook. And yes, I know you can go and search somebody's name and pull them up if you want to, but nobody would have had her name if Molly hadn't put it out there. That's wrong.
Right. Yeah, she doxed her. Yeah.
You know, that's just wrong. And I'm so sick of hearing people make excuses. Oh, it's public information. It's public information. No, it's not. It might be public if you go digging for it, but you didn't have the information to frickin' begin with.
Exactly.
And
And all she did was just warn people. That's it.
That's it. That's
That's
it.
it.
And I've seen her, you know, repeatedly dox the people that asked for refunds. And they said that they had all these false refund requests and all this stuff, but nobody ever showed the people that supposedly falsely asked for refunds and were given money falsely. And that to me didn't make sense. Like, why are you gonna, you're doxing people that are asking for refunds that actually gave her money, but you're not gonna dox the people that didn't give Letitia money but got money. Sorry, my neighbors are like insane.
It's okay.
But you didn't dox, like, it didn't make sense to me. And so when you went live about the report being real, you know, I spoke out about Molly and like what I witnessed and things like that. And that same night, it was like basically as soon as I got off the live with you, I went to see the video because we were trying to get a copy of the trans video where she was being so awful with the derogatory transphobic comments and everything. And I clicked on like videos and I seen my car and I'm like, refresh. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, wait a minute, that's my house. That's my car. And well, you know, I freaked out because I'm just like, what the hell? Nobody expects to see their home and car on somebody's video. And the video that she attached it to was a video about that Dolly Vision dude like sleeping with Bullhorn Betty. So most people that see that video thought that my house was Bullhorn Betty's house. Which just makes it more interesting for them to be like, oh, is that her house? Let me dig into it more.
Right.
It's
That's what I'm saying.
crazy.
Crazy. No one should have a right to do that to anyone. Anyone. So I think the biggest question is, and what I wanted to ask you is, was Robin in there at that time?
Now, I personally, I never saw Robin like interact in the Patreon, but I also didn't really I think I made like 2 comments the entire time I was in Patreon.
Yeah.
But when you're part of Patreon, you get an email and you get a notification with your phone. Now you're telling me she worked with 200 Patreons and she didn't open up the app and see what was being posted by Molly? Bullshit.
Yeah.
Because whenever I open the app, guess what? You get all the recent posts pop up right away. There is no way not to see what's going on.
Right.
So in my opinion, I am calling bullshit. And when I went on the Real Rant Rooms panel with Hopi, who is amazing, by the way, and I told my story about Molly doxing me. And as soon as I got off panel, Robin was in the chat. Let me on panel. Let me have a link. And Hopi let her up. And right away, she starts going, basically calling me a liar, saying that, no, Patreons aren't doxed and da-da-da-da-da. Well, the proof is right there. That's my home. Like, you see it. So you're calling me a liar.
Right.
And of course, Hopi kicked her off right away because Hopi's like, you're not going to call my, a victim of Molly's a liar. And, but it's like, I understand, yes, what she did to Robin was wrong, but what Robin did was wrong too. She stood by Molly while Molly did all of this shit. So she could have apologized. It takes not even, a couple seconds to go, yes, I seen what she was doing and it was wrong and I knew it was wrong.
Right.
That's
Even
it.
if you didn't see everything, you might not have seen everything, but I'm sorry, I refuse to believe that she didn't see anything. And like I said, I still empathize with her. I still got her back as far as when it comes to, the things that MGL said, but please don't make it seem like it was just some positive fun land in her Patreon and nothing bad was
No,
done. Because
literally, it
that
was all drama.
right, so that's just taking away from the people who have been victimized by Megamouth. And it's also very important. Like if I was in her position, I would say, yes, I stood next to this woman. She did some horrible things. I'm not going to sit here and say every horrible thing she did, but she did some horrible things. And I stood next to her and I enabled her. And I take full responsibility for that. You know what I mean? That was the only
Yep.
problem that I had. Don't do that and that's why I say people should probably be a little bit careful because she may want to talk to her again. She may not feel like she's ready to part ways with her, so Megamouth might
I
call her tomorrow and say, hey, I want to work this out. And I think that she would,
In my opinion, I feel like Robin, and I don't mean this in any type of bad way, but I feel like Robin kind of became like codependent upon the love that quote unquote
Yeah,
Molly gave her, which
that's
really
what
wasn't
it's
love. She treated her
right,
like garbage.
right.
But, Molly talked all the time about, oh, Robin was in such a bad state, was in like when she talked about Michelle, she tried to tell Michelle, look what I did for Robin. Look what I did for Robin. Robin was,
Mhm.
this and that, and look how she is now. I can do that for
Right,
you, Michelle.
right,
And I feel like Molly has such that inflated ego that, she really had Robin believing like, oh, I'm your savior, basically.
right,
And
right.
yeah, I do believe that Robin probably does have some low self-esteem and problems, but honey, you are amazing. You don't have to have Molly to be somebody.
And that's
You
cult
are
like
worthy of something, Robin. You are worth on your own.
it's
You
hard to
have
leave
worth.
it's hard to leave a cult, you guys. It is. It's hard to
Yeah.
part ways with that. So I could hear the skepticism in her voice when she was on the Science Girls panel. So I'm just saying, just be careful because if she was to, decide to be friends with MGL again, I wouldn't be surprised. But yes, go
Because
on. Yes,
somebody was saying that they had like a falling out, like not even like a year ago, and it was the same type of crap. And
Mm-hmm.
then Robin went back, and I just want to let Robin know, like, I don't blame you because I see how manipulative Molly is, but I think
Right.
that if you did apologize, it would really go a long way. And that's all I'm
I
going
do
to say
too.
in my opinion.
I agree. I agree. I think it would be the better thing to do just to own up to that. But please don't say that you didn't see those things because it would be impossible not to be able to see those things. And especially if you're saying that she went up on the Real Rant Rooms channel and, was sitting there saying that that didn't happen. Well, what happened. It was just proven to you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yet here you are, even till this day, saying you didn't see any doxing. And that's the only part where I look at it like, and I look at her sideways, like, okay, sweetheart, I don't see how you couldn't see some of the horrible things that this woman has done. She admitted that she doxed you, for goodness sakes. She fucking admitted it. She
Yep.
literally
And
said
said,
it.
oh, well, what did she do to me?
Right. And
Nothing.
she even said, well, how do people know that's her house? Because she said something. Well, you said something because you're courageous, like literally one of the strongest women I know. And you wanted to stand up for other people and say, listen, this is what this woman did to me. And if she did it to me, she's going to do it to you. You did that to bring awareness. It took a lot of guts to do what you did. So, no, she admitted it, and I just feel like if you're in her Patreon, how can you not see some of those things? And you're right, Commander into Turkey. Give her time, absolutely. I do hope that she doesn't, but I hope that she takes ownership with that. But I still got her back. I still think that, Megamouth is a disgusting human being, and I will continue to advocate for people like Robin. You know what I'm saying? She did not deserve what happened to her. She didn't deserve it at all.
No, not at all. That was insane. And I even commented, and I don't know if Robin's seen it, but when she was in Science Girl, I even told her that she was welcome at your channel because it is a safe place.
Absolutely.
And there's a lot
Absolutely.
of people that have come over that were a part of Megamouth's clan. I call it a clan, and you know why I say that.
Yeah.
Because you might as well throw a damn hood on her.
Right. Exactly. And that's the truth. Like, that's the truth. That's the
But,
truth.
like, I know it's hard to, like, sometimes when you're in that bubble, it's hard to see outside of it.
It is. It is.
And, I think people, when you've been bullied or you have that low self-esteem, sometimes when you can get brought into something, and even if it is a part of hating people, there are a lot of people that are like, wow, yeah, like, oh, let me join in on it. Like, yeah, we got this. Like, wow, I'm somebody. I have a voice now. But you're
Because
using
they
that
want to be
voice for the
accepted.
wrong things.
Right.
Exactly. But
Right.
you can use your voice for the right things, and we can bring awareness to this stuff. And if we
I
don't
agree.
speak out, she's just going to keep doing it.
Exactly. Don't tell me, and we're going to end it on this note. Do not tell me. Don't come in here with your bullshit. Your comment will be deleted when, people leave the comments. Oh, now it's just become an obsession, Teaya. That woman lied on me, lied on my name, tried to accuse me of being a thief, okay? Literally tried to insult me by calling me a trans woman, making fun of a whole group of people. If you would have seen that live, you would understand what I'm talking about. She doxed my moderator, which is the ultimate betrayal, the horrible shit that she has done. This has nothing to do with obsession. If she would have kept my name out of her mouth, then maybe I would not have been talking about her right now. I probably would, but still. Okay. Now you open these can of worms. You are the one who should have kept my motherfucking name out of your mouth. Okay. You tried to do everything that you could to break me, told people to unsubscribe from me. You tried to do whatever you could. But guess what? I'm still here. And I will talk about people like you and create content because people need to bring awareness. This has nothing to do with obsession. I'm obsessed with bringing awareness about people like her because people like her, I'm sorry, do not belong on YouTube. She is the problem with YouTube right now. She is the problem. She is a bully. She thinks she can get away with fucking everything, including doxing people. If you don't talk about it, no one's gonna know. So that's all
And
I'm
let me
saying.
just put it out there. How she loves to say that the Hershey Police Department loves her, that is false. They can't
That's a fucking
stand
lie.
her ass, and they get reports all the time about her. But the problem is that our laws have not caught up with our technology. And so there is
Right.
nothing that LE, law enforcement, can do. So every time she goes on there talking about, oh, the Hershey Department loves me. No, they don't. They can't fucking stand her. And I talked to an officer personally when I made a report. And
Right.
that's why she thinks she's untouchable. But because, and this is exactly what the officer told me, is you have to take her to court. You want her to be stopped, you have to take her to court. So she uses that by thinking that, oh, ain't nobody got money. Ain't nobody got money but me. Well, I have money. I can take you to court. I don't care.
Me
And there
too.
are lots of other people that have money that can take her to court if she really wanted to play that. She needs to
Amen.
stop before karma catches up, and it's coming. It's coming
It's
quick.
coming regardless. It's coming regardless, you know? regardless, karma is gonna come. You know what I mean? Like you can't stop karma. But for her to say that they love her, I'm so glad you set that record straight. Because it's not true. Why would the police love her? Especially that day that her and Michelle were going back and forth. How many times were the cops called? Like how many times? And
I mean, I think they said 50 times or more.
yeah. You think they love someone like that that plays with, you know, people? You're literally playing with people's lives, to be honest with you, because you're wasting resources. The time that they're on the phone with you, they could be somebody else could be trying to get through that's in serious trouble. You know what I'm saying? Yep. It's not a game. It's not a game at all. But she relies on the fact that people don't have money, like you said, so they can't do anything about it. I think Dre
she thinks everybody's poor but her.
Yeah. And she's wrong. She's really wrong. Yes, she still this day continues to talk about Dre. Like I said, I have my opinions about Dre, but I wouldn't continuously make content about her the way that woman has. But that's her content right now. That's the only way she gets a lot of views, is talking about Dre. So she's going to keep doing it. But I guarantee you, one day, you never know, Dre might sue her ass. You just don't know. You don't know.
But see, I just have one question about the whole like Robin thing, because I don't know the woman that brought it up, but I know this woman was supposed, I guess she's a Patreon of Megamouth and Justin's, or Cheeto Dust, as I like to call him. This woman was so comfortable listening to Robin supposedly, quote unquote, talk shit about Molly. Why were you so comfortable? That's your buddy, that's your queen, that's your leader, and you sat there on the phone and listened to it? I don't know. There's something fishy about there. And you know, like somebody doesn't have a case right now. Somebody needed clicks and views and drama sales. That's all I'm gonna say is I think some things were twisted on purpose for Robin. Yeah. I don't think everything that was put out there was true. And I do believe Robin when she says that a lot of things that she said were taken out of context. I do believe that.
Misconstrued and purposely, in my opinion. It sounds to me like it was set up, like, you know, Robin was used for content. That's what I think.
Yep.
That's what I think. Because you can't put it past her. Maybe she wanted a reason to get rid of Robin, so she used that. I just don't trust that woman. I think she's capable of anything. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Justin made fun of Robin too, because he went and said, how was Robin going to take care of Jake Hoover Jake around? Are you serious?
Why doesn't his mother take care of him?
Exactly.
She don't have a job.
She does not have a job. Okay. Yes, YouTube can be considered as a job if you work hard and all that. But let me tell you something. It is your job. You're your own boss. That's no excuse not to take care of your child. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Require getting off her ass.
Exactly. And that's you sit on your ass all day. That's not fucking job. It's not real work, in my opinion. Yes, YouTube is work. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, you're trying to make it seem like you work hard labor for 16 hours a day, and that's not how it is. YouTube, exactly. The Royal Rant Room. The YouTube is flexible, and you are your own boss. You make your own schedule. It's probably one of the best jobs that you can ever have when you can make a job of it. But don't try to sit there and act like it's the hardest job in the world, because it's not. It's just not. You're doing what you love, and I always say, when you do what you love, when you do something that you're passionate about, you never have to work a day in your life. Period.
Yep. And she's not grateful.
No, she's not, because once it turns into, you look at it like work, guess what? It's not your passion anymore. Okay? It's not your passion. It's work to you. And you're not going to put forth any effort. What you're going to do is go around exploiting victims and victims' families. You know, that's what you're going to do when it's
and striking the Cash Gernon Justice Family channel. As if you didn't do it. Yes, she was the one that struck them down. As if she hadn't done enough damage to that family.
Mm-hmm.
It's
but you had
horrible.
to go back, because you knew they were telling the truth. You knew they were telling the truth. like I said, make sure you guys, all of you channels out there, make sure you're doing fair use commentary. Make sure you're doing that. Commentary every 30 seconds or something like that. Well, I love you so much. Thank you for coming on panel. I'm pretty sure
Yes,
Science
thank
Girl is
you.
live. I love you. I'm pretty sure she's live. Yes, she's live. So we're going to head over there. I'm going to have you guys head over there. But I love you so much. And thank you for coming up. And you better come up again.
I will. Thank you for letting me talk. Love you guys.
Oh, I love you, girl. Her hair is so fucking bomb. Like, I'm very, very blessed to have her. She's like such an angel. Her, Stranger, all of you guys are amazing. So here's the thing. And I'm just going to say like this. Oh my God, have I been on camera yet? Probably not. What I want to tell you guys is I am going to continue to do commentary on whatever the hell I want to do commentary on. And if you don't like the way I clear my throat, which is something that I can't help, but we know that Megamouth and her ignorant band of loyal followers, you know, they make fun of people for what they can't help. Okay. That's just what they do. So here's what I tell you. I don't give a shit. Okay. This is my throat's problems is something that I've had since I was little, since I was 5 years old. Okay. You have allergies and it settles in my throat. It always has. It's an ear, nose, and throat thing. Okay. And yeah, smoking irritates it a little bit, but regardless, if you don't like me, then get the fuck out of here. Okay. But what I will say is that I am going to continue to do commentary on whatever I want to do commentary on. And if you don't like it, then don't be here. People need to understand that people are bringing awareness about these types of things because they're trying to help people, you guys. And this is YouTube. This is a commentary channel, sometimes makeup, and this is what we do. This is what people do. And I appreciate all of the commentary channels because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't know half of the things that I know because of it. Okay. So all I will say is that I'm very, very blessed and I'm going to continue to do what I do. She should have kept her fucking mouth shut about me. She shouldn't never opened her mouth. She should have never lied on me. And shame on the people who sit there and enable that toxic, disgusting behavior. I am in Robin's corner. 100% I'm in her corner. The only thing I'm trying to say is that own up to your shit. Okay? Own up to your shit. There's things that you may have seen and that you did see. And sitting there trying to act that's why I'm saying maybe she doesn't want to get, I understand she's probably scared. There's a lot of people who probably still to this day don't want to part ways with Megamouth because they are scared. But just know that there is a huge community that will welcome you with open arms if you ever choose to part ways. You know what I'm saying? And if you haven't confided anything in her, you better not. Because if you do and you part ways, your personal business is going to be blasted out there, but you can still get through it. Okay? We all have problems. Nobody's perfect. Everybody goes through problems. Everybody has problems. It doesn't mean that you're going to be crucified for it. The only person you're going to be crucified for is her, and she's a disgusting human being, so it doesn't matter what she thinks, right? That's it. At least he isn't stuffing her face in perfect on live stream. No, I don't think I could ever eat live. I just, no. Yes, because she talks about us. Absolutely, Snowbird. Absolutely. Any supervisor knows that you fire on employees behind closed doors in private. I heard Robin say that she has a case manager, so I am praying that Robin will talk to her. And exactly, I hope she does too, number one fan. I really do. Have we not heard MGL belch, mock other people's voices, etc., and someone saying negative? Are we just talking about MGL? Yes, I had my nails did. They're long, but I like long nails. Doesn't bother me. Thank you, Rosie B. Something I cannot help, but it's whatever. Cinnamon, I'm going to end this so we can go watch The Science Girl, but if you want to come up tomorrow, you're more than welcome. Thank you, Rianne. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Koala Lover. Thank you guys all for being here. Thank you for everyone who became a member. I appreciate it. I love you either way. Thank you so much for your support. Oh, I do clear my throat quite a bit, Stella. But I try to put it on mute because I know that there's some people who listen to earphones and it probably isn't. I apologize, but I can't help it. I can't help. But I do try to put it on mute just because I don't want to hurt anybody's ears who wear earphones. So I try to be courteous of it, but it's something that I can't control. But I thank you guys for loving me, even if unconditional love. It's an amazing thing. Love you too. Thank you for giving us a safe place. Always a safe place for you guys. Yes. If you want to come up tomorrow, you definitely can. I will do an open panel. Science Girls link, Cinnamon wants. Science Girls link. Here, hold on. I'll put it in the chat. But I'll still put it in the description because I always put anybody's live stream that I do in the description. So 1 second here, and I will put it on here. Okay, I put Science Girls link in there. I'm just gonna head over there because I always like to watch her. She goes live late too. So thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. You guys are amazing. Welcome to all the new members. Be on the lookout for a lot of new members only videos. I will be live tomorrow for sure. And I think you guys are absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I'm very blessed to have each and every one of you. So thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you to my amazing moderators, the new moderators. If you don't have a wrench tomorrow, don't look at it like that, but I'm sure you will. Okay. But I throw wrenches as needed, except for a few people. However, I always try to give people a chance to be a moderator. So, that's it. So I love you guys so much. And thank you for being so amazing to me. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Hold on. Let me find the outro. Wait. Hold on. I got to do something real quick. Okay. I love you guys so much. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Deuces. What is that? Oh, that's a diamond. Oh, what that is. Oh, that's my eczema. Never mind. Deuces. I love you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit.